I would, at the outset, I would like to thank BNR Subudhi, my good friend, for he is very much interested in community diabetic retinopathy screening, and which is very, very essential. And the both the institutions, LV Prasad, SN, and Arvind, they are doing great job in terms of the diabetic retinopathy care and community screening as well. Here I would be speaking about the WDF LV Prasad Institute initiated project actually. Okay. So if you see the density and of prevalence of diabetic retinopathy, definitely India is in red, and we need to be very concerned about the same information. And within India, if you see the Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka, Punjab are the most affected. And overall, among diabetic patients, diabetic retinopathy is prevalent around 35%, and PDR and DME or sight-threatening diabetic retinopathy is at 7 and 11% among 35%. What we have done is we have proposed a diabetic retinopathy project with WDF. This we have taken one district in the combined Andhra Pradesh at that time, but now it's in Andhra Pradesh. That is Prakasham district, which is having 3.2 million population, with 85% of the population is in rural with 56 mandals. So what we have done is we have done at the community level, we have screened for high risk determination, blood sugar testing of the high risk patients, and then awareness generation. And then once they are detected to have raised the blood sugar levels, then we send either to vision centers or to the physician, which is nearest possible. And we have identified at each level the nearest possible physician as well as vision centers that can be referred, these patients can attend. And we have provided the facility as well as at the primary centers where ophthalmic screening or retinal screening can be done, and treatment can also be done, and continuous medical education can be given. And the physician would be doing diabetic screening, comprehensive health checkup, and continuous medical education there also. But at the community level, the health workers, they will be following whether these patients are having a controlled blood sugar or deranged blood sugar. If the blood sugar is under control, then they will only report to the health workers that they are controlled or not. Because at village level, it's very easy to follow them by the health worker or ASHA worker. If it is out of control, then only the ASHA worker or the health worker will refer to the physician nearest who is identified actually. So at community level, we have diabetic patient definitely will be there. Self-help group we have formed is among diabetics. We are all positive for diabetics. They formed a group and they will inform each other any problem which is arising, including the medicines. Because in AP, we have a facility for 108 and Aragisri, which will provide the diabetic medication. So this information we have given to the patients so that whenever the visits, what time frame within the month, the Aragisri van comes and delivers the medicines, all these things are given. So we have licensed with the government health system, that is 104 services, and philanthropic organizations to provide some facilities to these people. And these are the instrumentation which we have given to the diabetologists, physicians, high hospitals, and the vision guardian and field worker team. So if you see the structure of LV Prasad pyramid, community eye care is at the base, where the field workers will be screening. And the primary eye center, it caters to 50,000 people, and secondary centers, only 3 are there in the district. And the screening methodology, what we have followed is either fundus photography or either direct or with the fundus camera. And health education, we have given at different levels, different part of the diabetic care delivery was done. It is like screening complications is only at secondary centers or tertiary care centers. It will not be done at a vision center. Vision center, the vision technician only screens for the retina. And if there are any lesions are there, then only they will refer to the ophthalmologist. Otherwise, this patient will go back to the community and they will come time to time. And this is again, if you see the high risk characters are done by the health workers, physicians, and diabetologists. From diabetologist, it will go to either nephrology, foot care specialist, or to the ophthalmologist, retina specialist. So ASHA workers and health workers at village level, regular follow-up of diabetics in the village by these people, and they will not refer unless blood sugars are deranged or there are any other symptoms of different systems. And the physician's opinion only will be taken if blood sugar is not under control, and they will screen for all other systems. And if the systems are deranged, then they will go to the specialist. And specialist phone number and location, address, everything is available at ASHA workers, health workers, as well as with the primary physician. So networking is properly done at the district level.
Yes.
And ophthalmic evaluation at village level is by vision technician. And any fundus lesions, then they will refer to ophthalmologist. If diabetic retinopathy changes are requiring treatment, then ophthalmologist will refer to retina specialist. So each thing is very clearly defined to them, and then they need to follow all this. And at each level, each documentation need to be done. So overall, diabetes mellitus requires a holistic approach rather than an only ophthalmic view. So general physician and ophthalmologist is the primary level for diabetic retinopathy care. Retina specialist, diabetologist, foot care specialist, nephrologist, and cardiologist. These were identified within the district. So they need not go out of the district to have the facility. So these 5 people will give all the care which is required. If at all, if it is very severe, then only they will be sending to a referral center. So cross referral between these 5 specialists is also facilitated, and time to time, if they are not doing, our staff will be doing all this. So the both diabetologist role as well as nephrologist role also was taken by the staff in terms of cross referrals. And this is what I was talking about, the registry of the diabetics in each village actually should be identified, and their address, name, address, phone number to be entered. And this need to be addressed, means added village by village, so that all our health workers who are going through the villages will update this registry, so that at the end of this the project, we will have the whole data of the whole district, so that we can have a district facility. And we have total, this is the load which is there across the
Okay.
If you see 15.9 million DR is there, will be there. So India likely to have 1,000 medical retina practitioners by 2030. This is the calculation by membership of Vitreoretina Society. And 16,000 diabetic retinopathy patients per medical retina specialist. So that is a huge number. And 50,000 people of diabetic retinopathy patients per VR surgeon. That is also need to be considered. And 8 lakh people expected to have PDR. That is again a big load. 300 VR surgeons are there and 1,500 advanced PDR patients per VR surgeon if distributed equally. But if it is not distributed equally, you may have to handle much more. If you see the urban population, as I mentioned before, 7.8% was there in the prevalence of diabetes and 1.8 diabetic retinopathy. And this is in the clinic prevalence by reported by RIMA. Okay. Overall, I would like to say that indirect ophthalmoscopy with 20D or slit lamp examination and fundus photography for basic equipment that is required for screening. DM registry is required to maintain for each district. Networking of medical faculty to be identified, because it is not only ocular ophthalmic care, it is overall comprehensive care of diabetics as very, very essential. Health workers and ASHA workers are the basic bricks in screening and ensuring follow-up. So very essential for their involvement. Thank you for your kind attention.